think the impeachment inquiry is absurd. The American people want us to do something that will make their lives better, not go off on these chases and witch hunts.
An impeachment is a serious thing, and it will just bring down this institution even further if this is the road they go down.
House Democrats will defend President Biden today. We will defend President Biden tomorrow. We will defend President Biden next week. We will defend President Biden next month. We will defend President Biden next year. We will defend President Biden until the very end.
Hakeem Jeffries doing the absolute lamest Winston Churchill impression I've ever seen in my life. We will fight on the beaches. Joining me now is someone who probably knows a little something about that, Congressman Greg Steube of the great state of Florida. Also, he's on the Judiciary Committee. He's on the Ways and Means Committee. All right, Congressman, you've been calling for an impeachment for quite some time, a long time before it was cool. An inquiry is finally here. You happy? Are you annoyed? How is all this thing going?
No, I'm very happy that they're moving forward with this. And obviously, this gives us some powers to move forward on actually getting the financial information from Hunter Biden and Joe Biden, which they haven't done previously. So I certainly support that. I wish we'd have started this months ago, but obviously I'm happy that we're where we're at. I'm looking forward to the committees getting all this additional information. I think we have plenty to move forward with an impeachment inquiry. It's funny to hear the clips of the Democrats talking about the types of things about how serious impeachment is when I sat through 2 impeachments of Donald Trump, and the first impeachment was simply for a phone call that he made to a foreign leader. And you have all these crimes and corruption and millions of dollars that the Biden crime family have received from foreign entities, and to sit back and not do anything about it, I think is a travesty of justice, and it is our duty as members of Congress to move this forward.
What should we be looking for, the normal person who doesn't understand procedurally where we go from here? Where do we go from here? Is there a big vote? Is this in committee? Is this the actual impeachment? Where do we go from here?
So the Judiciary Committee under the Constitution is tasked with impeachment proceedings. McCarthy has opened up an impeachment inquiry, which gives additional powers to the chairman for subpoena and that sort of thing. So I think you're going to see James Comer and the Oversight Committee continue to do that work. Jim Jordan and the Judiciary continue to do that work. Once they have done all of those things, and I am expecting that when they request the financial information of both Hunter Biden and Joe Biden, that there'll be lawsuits there to try to prevent us from getting that information. Then the proceedings will move to the Judiciary Committee, where there will be a vote in committee before it's brought to the floor.
Okay. Now, obviously, this is something, I'm not naive. I know you're not either. This is something that's going to die a very quick death in the Senate, but it is still necessary because Joe Biden is a criminal. People keep talking about Hunter Biden being the criminal. Joe Biden's the criminal. Hunter Biden works for Joe. These are Joe Biden's crimes. Hunter doesn't have any influence to sell. He's an idiot.
Yeah, and what's interesting is you've seen how the Democrats have changed their talking points. First, Hunter Biden's laptop was Russian disinformation. None of this stuff was true. And now it's, we don't have any direct evidence of Joe Biden taking money. Well, you don't need to have direct evidence. If my son or my brother was taking millions of dollars for me to do certain actions as a member of Congress, that's bribery, that's corruption, that is a violation of federal law and can be charged as such. And because he's a sitting president, he can't be charged with a crime, but he certainly is not prevented from us moving forward on impeachment. And it's pretty ridiculous to think that my family or anybody's family, Joe Biden's family, could rake in $20 million in all these shell companies and cipher all this money out for things that he did as president, some of which is on video, firing the prosecutor in Ukraine for Burisma, having dinner with Ukraine or with Russian oligarchs, all of this that was paid to Hunter. You can't tell me that there wasn't actions that he took because of the millions of dollars his family was getting. It doesn't matter that he doesn't directly get money. And if we get his financial information, I would be shocked if you don't see that the money that went to the LLCs that then went to Hunter, that Hunter paid some of the big guy's expenses with that.
I have great news. If you enjoyed that, I have a YouTube channel you can subscribe to. Whatever I do, it'll be right there on YouTube. So go subscribe today.